Dele Alli. Oh boy, where do we begin with this one? Once hailed as the brightest talents from England and was an absolute joy of a player to watch. The pure tricks and plays he used to do with the football was absolutely incredible, and even better that he was getting a high number of goals and assists every season. He was seen as the golden boy of England and the future of England, way before Saka and Jude Bellingham. Everyone thought Dele Alli would have an iconic career. However, today, he finds himself as a lost footballer, booed off by his own fans, dealing with constant injuries, struggling to get game time at Everton, to now even making appearances on Sky Sports, looking like a male version of Doja Cat. Now, as someone who is a Tottenham fan myself, I saw Dele Alli play week in, week out. And let me tell you one thing, he was way better than Jude Bellingham. Also, please don't ask me why I'm a Tottenham fan. It is a long story that I probably won't share for a long time, but apart from that, let's get into the video of analyzing the downfall of Dele Alli's career. Dele Alli was born in April of 1996 in the city of Milton Keynes. Dele Alli grew up with a traumatic past involving his parents, which I will cover in detail later on down the video. At the age of 11, Dele Alli was adopted by a new family, which would help bring some stability in his life and would really kickstart his football career. He joined the MK Dons Academy at the age of 11 and made rapid growth through the academy, which eventually saw him make his MK Dons debut at the age of 16. Alli continued working at his game and very quickly broke into the MK Dons first team. In his first full season in the MK Dons first team, he picked up 6 goals and 1 assist in 33 matches in League One. Not extraordinary numbers for an attacking midfielder, however he was definitely a player that passed the eye test, and fans could see how important his overall game was for the team despite him not putting up high numbers of goals and assists. Plus, the guy was 17, cut him some slack. His second full season at MK Dons in the first team, he would really make a name for himself. Dele started the season on fire as he was adding goals and assists to his game, becoming a crucial player for MK Dons, and quickly establishing himself as one of the best young players in the English League One. Dele Alli had MK Dons in a race for promotion to the Championship. Then, the winter transfer window of 2015 came along, and this is where Dele Alli would get his big breakthrough opportunity. During this transfer window, Dele Alli was a target for numerous different Premier League sides. However, on the deadline day of the transfer window, Tottenham Hotspur won the race to sign the Wonder Kid after securing a signing for only €5 million. This would soon turn out to be one of the biggest bargains world football has ever seen. Dele Alli was loaned back to MK Dons for the rest of the season, where he would continue balling out and secure a historic season with the club. Alli scored 16 goals and picked up 9 assists in 39 games, helping MK Dons finish second in League One, earning themselves promotion to the Championship for the first time in the club's history. Dele also picked up the Football League Young Player of the Year award. So, just to recap, Dele Alli helped MK Dons get promoted to the Championship for the first time in their history, won Young Player of the Season, and secured a big move to Tottenham Hotspur all at the age of 18. This kid was destined for greatness and an iconic career. Dele arrived at Tottenham in the summer of 2015 and made his Premier League debut against Manchester United, when he came off the bench in the second half. 2 weeks later, he scored his first ever Tottenham goal against Leicester City after coming off the bench. In September, Dele Alli started his first ever Premier League game and helped the team win 1-0 against Sunderland. He continued to deliver for Tottenham, and in October of 2015, he earned his first ever England call-up. Crazy how 5 months ago he was playing in League One football, to now fast forward at 5 months, he's playing for England. And in November of 2015, he scored his first ever England goal after an incredible long shot against France, helping England win 2-0. His rise was so quick that Tottenham immediately extended his contract to 2021 after just being at the club for 6 months. He capped this off 11 days after scoring a beautiful 25-yard volley against Crystal Palace. We all remember that goal. Dele ended the season with 10 goals and 9 assists in 33 games, helping Tottenham finish third in the league and even earning himself an England call-up for the 2016 Euros. At this point, the whole world knew about Dele Alli and was quickly the country's rising star, even finishing in the top 5 for the 2016 Golden Boy rankings. His second season would be even better with Tottenham, as he had one of his best ever seasons in the Premier League in terms of numbers, as he scored 18 goals and picked up 7 assists, and guided Tottenham to a second place finish after losing out in the title race to Chelsea. This season, he also picked up the PFA Young Player of the Season award. Dele was so good that it was later revealed that Sir Alex Ferguson gave Jose Mourinho one advice, and that was to sign Dele Alli, an advice that the special one regrets not listening to. The 2017-2018 season was also very good for Dele Alli as he continued delivering for Tottenham. Scored twice against Chelsea to help Spurs beat Chelsea at Stamford Bridge for the first time in 28 years, and even scored twice against Real Madrid to help Spurs top their Champions League group, and even got called up for his first ever World Cup for England in 2018. There were even rumors of him being a potential Real Madrid transfer target. His next season would be even better, as he would take Tottenham all the way to a Champions League final, the first in the club's history, which they unfortunately lost 2-0 to Liverpool. At this point, Dele Alli was one of the best midfielders in the Premier League easily, and was being eyed up for top moves to really become a world-class player. Everything was going so well for Dele Alli until the 2019-2020 season, where the downfall from the stars would really begin for him. In the 2019-20 season, Tottenham had a very poor start to the season, including Dele Alli, who was putting in lazy and sloppy performances and hardly getting involved in games. He looked like a shadow of his former self, and it got to the point where Dele was becoming a bit of a liability for the team. The fans easily noticed this, and they wanted Dele Alli dropped from the team right away. The huge dip in form also led to Dele Alli getting dropped from the England team for the first time in his career. November came along and Tottenham Hotspur manager Mauricio Pochettino was sacked, and the special one, Jose Mourinho, was appointed. Tottenham Hotspur are a team that is desperate for trophies, so it kinda made sense why they brought him in. However, Mourinho's first task was to get the team playing again, especially getting Dele Alli back in form. This is where the iconic conversation between Mourinho and Dele Alli took place. We all know which one it is. Dele actually started playing well under Mourinho, scoring 5 goals in Mourinho's first 9 games, which is actually not too bad. Fans thought Dele was back, however it was only a purple patch period, as after this his performance levels dropped once again and struggled to make an impact in the games, and was becoming more of a liability to the team every game. In the 2020-2021 season, it got even worse for Dele Alli, as he was dropped from the starting 11 and was replaced by Tanguy Ndombele, who had seemed to find his form under Mourinho. Dele was limited to appearances off the bench and playing in the cup games. He had a horrible season as he only managed to achieve 1 goal contribution all season in the Premier League. A shocking fall from grace, honestly. Jose Mourinho ended up getting sacked and Nuno Espirito Santo was appointed, a chance for a fresh start for Dele. Nuno was willing to give him a chance, however once again Dele failed to impress. Nuno got sacked after 3 months and Antonio Conte was brought in, and this would really spell the end for Dele Alli. The two did not get along at all, and Conte had no plans for Dele Alli and his team. With Dele Alli on the rapid decline and not on the manager's plans, Tottenham had no choice but to cash in on him, as in January of 2022, Dele Alli was sold to Everton. Now, when Dele arrived to Everton, he hardly played for them, and this was mainly because of the contract. If Dele played more than 20 games for Everton, Everton would then have to pay a €10 million fee to Tottenham Hotspur. Everton did not want to pay that fee, so Dele hardly played. In the summer of 2023, he was sent out on loan to Besiktas. Yup, I know. What a fall from the stars. And his time at Besiktas would be an absolute nightmare. He had a decent start in Turkey, scoring his first ever goal for the club in his second ever start. However, it only got worse, especially when Besiktas appointed Şenol Güneş as the new manager. Dele would start to struggle once again at Besiktas, and manager Şenol Güneş pointed out saying his efficiency is below the standard, and even stated that he does not deserve to play. Dele would be dropped to the bench once again, and in March, the club gave him permission to have a small break to focus on things in his personal life. However, Dele never returned to training, leading to the manager calling him out in the press conference that day. Dele was then frozen out of the team and was even told to watch from the stands until he returned back to Everton. Wow, what a fall off. He returned back to Everton with an injury, and this is where he would go on to do an interview with Gary Neville, where he would really open up about his life and his problems with mental health. Dele came out and shared a bit about his problems with his mental health and even shared a bit about his traumatic childhood. His mother was an alcoholic, and at the age of 6, Dele was sexually abused by his mother's friend. Then, after this, he was sent to Africa, where his father was, for discipline purposes. At the age of 7, he started taking drugs, and at the age of 8, he started selling drugs. At the age of 11, he was hung off of a bridge by another man in his neighborhood. Then, he was adopted at the age of 12 by a new family where his life would have some stability. However, he still could not get over his childhood trauma. Dele would constantly attend rehab sessions. He'd wake up on days when he did not want to, winning the battle, and would show up to training with a smile, However, it would always feel like he was losing the battle on the inside. He even stated that when he was dropped from the team by Mourinho, he felt like retiring at the age of 24. This just shows you that footballers are not robots and they deal with their own problems too that the outside world just do not see. Dele has not featured for Everton at all this season as he's still recovering from an injury and fighting his mental health problems. His contract will come to an end at the end of the season, with Dele becoming a free agent in the summer. He has still remained hopeful and has worked hard behind the scenes, and has even set an ambitious goal to play for England in the 2026 World Cup. I seriously do hope a club does take a chance on Dele Alli and gives him a chance to revive his career, because I still believe there is a quality player inside of him. The guy has been through a lot off the field that has been affecting his performances heavily, and I think we would all love to see him back on the pitch and playing his best football once again. Anyways, that is a wrap for today's video. What do you guys think about Dele Alli, and do you think he'll be able to make a career remontada? Let me know in the comments. If you have any other video ideas just like this one for me, let me know in the comments. I'm always looking through them. But that is all for now. Hit like, hit subscribe, help the channel grow. But that's all for now. Thanks for watching and take care.